Oh, bloodbending. No, Katara.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a couple of kooky crazy kids in love. We love reacting to Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yes, we do.
Season 3, episode 14 we're checking out today. And if you want all of our reactions for this series, we got a playlist for you down below in the description of this video.
Yeah.
Ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Okay.
So let me tell you something right now, and you won't have to worry about your destiny anymore.
Okay. So I think he has to slip up and Katara puts him in his place.
That was pretty slick.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Saving your life.
You can get off me now. Come on, we can get out through here.
Go ahead. I'll hold them off. I think this is a family visit.
No!
Come on, we've got to get out of here.
But doesn't like tight spaces.
He really doesn't.
What are you doing here?
I am about to celebrate becoming an only child.
Damn, Zuko.
Yeah.
Okay, what?
No.
I can't get him to go in there.
We need to split up. Take the tunnel and get to the stolen airship.
Make sure to take his girlfriend. Smart.
I can clear that away and we can fly out through there.
Please tell me you all caught Zuko.
I mean, Zuko's had been falling for a while now.
I was hoping there was like a time lapse. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Took his own lesson. He kept trying, even though the first time he jumped at her, it failed.
Mm-hmm.
Fist to fist. Yeah! Someone's gonna catch Azula though. This can't be the way she dies.
She's Azula. Mm-hmm. She'll be fine.
Of course she did.
Wow, camping. It really seems like old times again, doesn't it?
If you really wanted to feel like old times, I could chase you around a while and try to capture you.
Katara, come on.
After all those times he tried to snuff us out, today he'd be our hero.
Here, here.
I'm touched. I don't deserve this.
Yeah, no kidding.
What's with her?
I wish I knew.
What's with him?
This isn't fair. What is it with you?
Oh, everyone trusts you now? I was the first person to trust you, remember? Back in Ba Sing Se. And you turned around and betrayed me.
What can I do to make it up to you?
Maybe you could reconquer Ba Sing Se in the name of the Earth King. Or, I know, you could bring my mother back.
She doesn't ask for much.
Yeah.
Oops, wrong tent.
Do you need to talk to Sokka too?
Not me.
Well, hello?
Did he just eat a rose?
You spit it back up.
I know this may seem out of nowhere, but I want you to tell me what happened to your mother. I think somehow she's connected her anger about that to her anger at me.
It's not a day I like to remember.
Yeah, I imagine.
Many of the warriors had seen the black snow before, and they knew what it meant, a Fire Nation raid. We were badly outnumbered, but somehow we managed to drive them off.
Yeah. Aw, first time he has a boomerang?
I didn't know we'd lost our mother.
Can you remember any details about the soldiers who raided your village?
Sea ravens.
The symbol of the Southern Raiders. Thanks, Sokka.
Thanks for stopping by.
He's gonna give Katara revenge against them?
Oh, maybe her mom's actually still alive.
That'd be crazy.
What do you want?
I know who killed your mother, and I'm going to help you find him.
There you go.
You're right.
I need to borrow Appa.
Why? Is it your turn to take a little field trip with Zuko?
Yep.
Yes, it is. We're going to find the man who took my mother from me.
And what exactly do you think this will accomplish?
Closure.
I knew you wouldn't understand.
Wait, stop. I do understand. How do you think I felt about the Sandbenders when they stole Appa?
She needs us, Aang. This is about getting closure.
I think it's about getting revenge.
Bit of both.
Yeah.
This man, he's a monster.
Katara, she was my mother too. I think Aang might be right.
Then you didn't love her the way I did.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ouch.
The monks used to say
Yeah,
that
that-
revenge is like a two-headed rat viper. While you watch your enemy go down, you're being poisoned yourself.
Yep.
But this is an Air Temple preschool.
I feel like I have no choice.
It's always a choice.
It's easy to do nothing, but it's hard to forgive.
Very
It's
hard.
not just hard, it's impossible.
I mean, I like that Zuko has her back,
Yeah.
but
So you were just gonna take Appa anyway?
Yes.
It's okay, because I forgive you.
See what I did
Did I
there?
give you any ideas?
Don't try to stop us.
This is a journey you need to take. You need to face this man. But when you do,
Don't kill him.
please don't choose revenge.
Yeah.
Forgive him.
We'll be sure to do that, Guru Goody Goody.
Yip yip.
You know, you're pretty wise for a kid.
Thanks, Sokka.
Usually it's annoying, but right now I'm just impressed.
I appreciate that.
So, can I borrow Momo for a week?
A week? Why a week?
We need to be stealthy and make sure no one spots us. Otherwise, they'll warn the Southern Raiders long before we reach them.
I love how we've all forgotten that Aang is supposed to be learning bending to save the world.
I know, right?
That's just obviously no longer important.
Zuko leaves him homework.
That's true.
Okay, Southern Raiders. Bam. On patrol near Whaletail Island.
Whaletail Island, here we come.
You should get some rest. We'll be there in a few hours. You'll need all your strength.
I have plenty. I'm not the helpless little girl I was when they came.
And I'll give you the information you want.
Get out of here!
I'm not gonna forget your face.
Please, I think Mom's in trouble! There's a man in our house!
Kaya!
But we were too late. When we got there, the man was gone. And so was she.
Your mother was a brave woman.
I know.
Okay, good. She's finally getting some sleep.
See those Sea Raven flags? It's the Southern Raiders.
Let's do this.
I love Appa with a water bubble. That's how you make an entrance.
This is it, Katara. Are you ready to face him? You don't remember her? You will soon.
Oh, bloodbending! No, Katara!
Oh, I forgot about that.
Even Zuko is like, this is too far.
Please, I don't know.
You look her in the eye and you tell me you don't remember what you did.
It's not him.
What do you mean he's not? He's the leader of the Southern Raiders. He has to be the guy.
You mean
She would know.
the one from like 10 years ago hasn't been promoted since then? Like,
You must be looking for Yan Ra. He retired 4 years ago.
Yep.
where did he retire to?
He lives with Thanos on his farm.
Yan Ra, you lazy piece of work! I need something!
What is it?
The tomato carrots from your garden are too hard for my gums! I need something soft and juicy! Get your grimy hiney to the market and buy me some real food!
Well, she seems lovely.
Hello? Did you see someone?
Bit paranoid, are we?
Well, he screwed over a lot of people, so.
Yeah. Sign of a guilty conscience.
That was the monster.
And it's raining. Dude, you are so screwed.
Yeah.
I mean, she's already had the bloodbending, so not much you could do.
We weren't behind the bush. And I wouldn't try firebending again.
Whoever you are, take my money. Take whatever you want. I'll cooperate.
Do you know who I am?
I'm not sure.
You better remember me like your life depends on it.
Because it does.
You're the little water tribe girl.
Just let her go. There are no waterbenders here. The Fire Nation took them all away a long time ago.
My source says there's one waterbender left in the Southern Water Tribe. We're not leaving until we find the waterbender.
If I tell you, do you promise to leave the rest of the village alone?
She's gonna say it's her.
Take me as your prisoner.
I'm afraid I'm not taking prisoners today.
She lied to you.
She was protecting the last waterbender.
Who?
Me!
Some amazing restraint.
Yeah.
I did a bad thing, and you deserve revenge. So why don't
bad
you take
thing?
my mother? That would be fair.
No.
I always wondered what kind of person could do such a thing. There's just nothing inside you, nothing at all. You're pathetic and sad and empty.
There you go.
Please spare me.
But as much as I hate you, I just can't do it.
But I was gonna try at the end, like throw some fire at her back.
I worried about that too. I did a bad thing. God, what an understatement.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to do it. I wanted to take out all my anger at him, but I couldn't. I don't know if it's because I'm too weak to do it, or if it's because I'm strong enough not to.
That's the other
Yeah.
one. Yep.
Did the right thing. Forgiveness is the first step you have to take to begin healing.
But I didn't forgive him. I'll never forgive him.
Yeah, I get that.
But I am ready to forgive you.
There you go. Aww. Good job, Zuko.
You were right about what Katara needed. Violence wasn't the answer.
It never is.
Then I have a question for you. What are you gonna do when you face my father?
'Cause violence is the only answer. Man, Zuko. This kid's more and more impressive, especially that question that he poses to Aang at the end there. Man, he is Iroh. He's coming junior Iroh. That's great.
Yeah, he's fast becoming a favorite character of mine. The question at the end was poignant and just a very intelligent question given everything that we just saw in this episode. Because the whole thing has been the Avatar kills the Fire Lord. Like that's the end goal we're all working towards here. And even Zuko said, it's not my job to kill you. It's the Avatar's. Of course, if the Avatar doesn't believe in that, now we have an issue. I do love the journey that Katara went on with this because, well, one, props again to Zuko because I haven't piled on enough praise for him, but for assessing that Katara's anger, like sort of where she had psychologically kind of merged anger towards the Fire Nation between her anger towards Zuko and her anger towards that man. And that man who they didn't take prisoners, they just killed her. I am curious what happened to her then. Like the fact that they said that when they came back to the tent, she was just gone. I always kind of held out this hope that maybe she was going to be found somewhere.
Oh, it's supposed to like she was gone and think like dead. She was gone like she was. Yeah.
So now I guess it's that she was in the tent and they found her body. But I always held out the hope that she was physically gone and maybe taken.
Somebody mentioned this in the comments a while back, like because it's a Nickelodeon show, they won't like really show or talk about death. So they say like they're gone.
Okay.
Like that.
There it is then.
Instead of dying or whatever in death. So
thanks for sharing that with us.
Yeah. Katara busting out the blood bending though. Ooh, I didn't think like she would ever use that again. And so I was a little concerned when she did bust it out. And so I think, I mean, she was as well when she saw kind of what all this hatred was doing to her. And what Aang said about forgiveness is, I believe to be correct. That like, you know, a lot of times we think that, you know, to forgive is like, you know, it's weak and
somehow you lose by forgiving. Like
yeah. And that's when people like that's when pride gets in the way and people hang on to that too much. And but like forgiving is a much harder thing to do. So I remember watching a documentary, Forgiving Dr. Mengele, and this woman that was going on, you know, talk about how she was forgiving the Nazis and Dr. Mengele for like, you know, doing experiments on her and everything, and how a lot of people other Holocaust survivors were not to like really make it dark and bring it down.
Yeah.
We're kind of like getting mad at her and like, how could you forgive this person? How could you forgive the Nazis for what they did? Like, you know, I'll never forgive them. And she was talking about like the strength that it gave her to be like, to have like, it gave her the power to like forgive them instead of having them have the power over her of like all like the haunting memories and everything.
I do think there is an empowerment and there is a strength to forgiveness that is nothing to do with the other person. And simply because when you are so consumed by hatred, by fear, by anger, these things are toxic to us. These emotions are poisonous to us if we hang on to them and live by them on a regular basis. And so forgiving someone releases you of having that toxin inside you. Like, screw the other person.
Yeah.
Don't care about the effect that the forgiveness has or doesn't have on them. Like, they're sort of irrelevant in the equation. It's really for you. You know, and then if you want to forgive someone because, like, you want to have an ongoing relationship with them, or that's great. To bring it down on a much smaller scale from, like, World War II and Nazis, like, that's fine too. But at the end of the day, I think when it comes to, like, a lot of these bigger issues, you know, to think somebody could murder your parent is a very natural response. But, like, I understand never forgiving them.
Yeah,
I don't know that I could ever forgive them.
I could either.
But that also means you're then sort of enslaved by that emotion of hatred and anger towards them for the end of time if you aren't able to release it in a healthy manner.
Man, Katara is still, like, always really impressive when she busts out her waterbending. I mean, just like with how young she is, creating that dome out of all the water droplets and whatnot, and then obviously, like, all the rain spikes that she shot down at him. I didn't think she was gonna use any more of that waterbending. I thought she was gonna go straight to the bloodbending to this guy as well. But yeah, she didn't. And then just that restraint to, like, already have set it in motion, and just to stop at, you know, maybe not the last possible second, but very close to.
Yeah,
that is tremendous restraint, like you said at the time.
I also have to shout out, so Aang and Sokka, who are very comfortable with Katara, who have loving relationship with her, bravo to them for questioning her when she was kind of going off the deep end. Like, that's what we want from the people who are closest to us. We want them to challenge us, to question maybe when we're going outside of our norm and behaving oddly or erratically. Like, we kind of look to them to be our rocks and our pillars in those moments. At the same time, I have to shout out Zuko for what was unfailing loyalty, which I don't think is just to Katara. Like, I don't think Zuko is kind of dumb and blindly loyal without purpose. Yeah. He's kind of been that to the Fire Nation. I don't think he's ever going to do that again. But he will be unfailingly loyal to a mission and to people who deserve it. And he was able to so accurately understand in this moment, this is what Katara needs. I am loyal to this mission to get her what she needs so that she can heal. And then, like, maybe we can heal. He stuck by her while she was going off the deep end in front of Aang and Sokka, while she said some pretty nasty things to Sokka in that moment.
Oh, that was a horrible thing she said. Then I guess you didn't love her like I did. Oh.
Like, anybody who's witnessing that is going to go,
terrible.
Wow, this isn't Katara. She's kind of losing it. Like, Zuko stuck by her. And then he sees her blood bend to a member of his own nation. And he still sticks by her. And so that loyalty to her and to the mission that he took on with her, I have to shout that out, because I think there were a few moments there where he could have gone like, actually, Katara, let's bail, let's backpedal. But no, he knew that, like, to her core, she was a good person. This was something she needed, and he kind of trusted that it was going to go right in the end, and he stuck by her.
And Katara's always been kind of the mother of the group. But, like, Aang and Sokka in that moment kind of were the parents there, where they were imparting their wisdom onto Katara, and especially Aang, you know, about forgiveness and how this isn't the right path, and just the strength that it takes to forgive somebody. But at the end of the day, you got to let them make their own choices and actions, and hope that you'll be there in the back of their mind saying, like, you know, that voice in the back of the mind will be Aang, or, like, you know, like, it'll be like your parents or your siblings or your friends trying to, you know, guide you into the right direction. And that's what you can, that's all you can do with those that you love, is that hope that, you know, telling them the hard truths and telling them, you know, and trying to steer them in the right direction. But at the end of the day, they got to make their own choices, and you just got to hope that somehow you broke through. And then when it really matters, they'll make the right decision, which Katara did. So let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments. And if you want all of our Avatar The Last Airbender reactions, check out the playlist. Thanks so much for watching Avatar with us, but you keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.